Hello everybody and welcome back to the Zoo. Today we are building an exhibit for our red-crowned cranes, and it will be in this small little space right by one of our train stations. So let's get into it. We're gonna start with the barrier, of course, figuring out how much space they need, how much space we have to work with, and figuring out how much water they're going to need, because we're going to be making a tranquil waterfall, actually two of them, that will kind of be in the exhibit and be the backdrop for it. So yeah, just to get the amount of space we need, we are going to have to extend behind our train station, which is fine. And then we're going to have the center part kind of be the land section, and the two, and kind of a pond in the front, or I guess on the two sides, because we do have to put a staff gate in. So yeah, there's the water, kind of what I'm thinking for the water, and we're gonna move our barrier so we can do terrain a little easier. Now we're going to add these waterfall pieces. They look really nice, and we're just gonna have one kind of towards the, I believe that's the exit of our train station, and then another one behind the train station. Still haven't figured out what we want to do with the kind of outer loop of our zoo. We'll figure that out at some point. And the zoo might actually be coming to a close pretty soon, just because we're kind of out of space. We might have a few more exhibits we can squeeze in somewhere, but I'm really excited to start a new series, because if you remember correctly, this is my first zoo ever, really. So yeah, I think we're at we're almost to like 200 years in this zoo, so yeah, I just kind of think that the zoo might be coming to a close soon. Not a close, it'll still be around, but I think it might be time to move on and branch out our franchise. The Zoo 2. Maybe. Maybe something completely different. I don't know. But thank you for liking and subscribing and following me through kind of figuring out planetzoo. It's been real fun. And if you follow my community posts on YouTube, you'll notice that I had a baby recently, and that might be why this commentary is a little lackluster and tired sounding, because babies are hard and cry and eat and poop a lot. Everything you know about babies is true. Alright, so now that we have our water features all figured out, we are going to put our barrier back in and kind of adjust it as we need it. I really want to like those hedge fence pieces, but I can't get on board. I always put them in originally and just hate them. So here come our cranes. Beautiful on another rainy Zoo day. Yeah, building this exhibit made me want more birds, because birds are cool. Yeah, so now I'm just going to be doing a little bit of terrain work, making sure they don't have too much water and they have enough land space to walk around in. So yeah, I'm just going to let the music play while I do this. Alright, now we're ready for some foliage. So we're gonna be sticking with lily pads, kind of a swampy feel in our water areas. I want a big one of these nice weeping willow trees. I feel like they look really nice against the waterfall. And then these cattail bushes, I feel like really pull off the swampy kind of pond vibe that we're going for. And then here I overdid it with that little grass piece. We do actually have to take a few of those out just because they had too much coverage in their enclosure. So yeah, we do end up taking some of this foliage out, but it still looks good nonetheless. And now I'm kind of planning on doing something similar to what we did with our Gharial exhibit with the wisteria on the fence, but it was picking up inside the exhibit for coverage, so we do end up changing this to something a little bit better that fits in front of the gate instead of kind of overlapping. And now I was hoping that I could just cover the bottom of the train tracks and that would be enough hard cover for them with these rocks to kind of keep it a little cleaner and not have to, give them as much walking space as possible and not really have to make an indoor enclosure for them. But then I just decided to extend the train station out just a little bit. Yeah, that way it kind of fits two needs. It kind of works with the train station and gives them enough hard cover. So yeah, it looks pretty nice. And now we're just gonna plop down some enrichment for them. I would love to use that big waterfall in something at some point, but it's much too big for this enclosure, so. And here we're gonna be replacing that bush with something a little bit lower profile, and I think it looks nice. It matches our, I believe it was up by the Gharial and the Amir leopard. And here we have our flying bird in planetzoo. Behold. Wow. Look at that. So yeah, apparently I did not make the barrier high enough. All the zoos I've ever seen these guys in have short fences, so I'm not sure if they clip their wings or what they do. But yeah, we made the fence a little higher. And now we're going to work on a railing so that our guests know to stay back and not put their fingers in the chain link and get them bit off by the cranes. So I'm going to make a little custom railing and I can't remember where I've seen this kind of railing at. I feel like it's pretty common on like boardwalks, stuff like that. So yeah, now I'm just picking out the color. I end up going with more of a natural wood color, which I probably could have used a natural wood plank to build this, and I wouldn't have had to figure out the color, but it's fine. I think it turned out pretty good. And I like the big flat piece on top just because it kind of gives us a place for educational boards, little plaques, stuff like that, exhibit information kind of stuff. So yeah, it gives a realistic place of where we could mount those things to. Now we're just gonna put down some exhibit donation boxes and our speakers. And now here go the educational signs. And like I said, it gives just a nice little place that you could see a TV being mounted or a sign like that. And here is our completed exhibit, complete with cattails, a waterfall, 2 waterfalls actually, red-crowned cranes, and incorporated nicely into our train station. I love the way it's turned out. Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, as always. Thumbs up to you and your whole family. Also, thank you for all the support while I navigate being a new father, because it's tiring. And I would like playing planetzoo, so trying to find the time is hard. But we're making it through. I'm gonna go take a nap right now. And honestly, I feel like you should treat yourself to a nap, because naps are a beautiful thing and part of nature.